Alright, today's video is about chainsaw blades and how to change one on your saw. So let's see how this video goes. You know, I've been told that a lot of chainsaws come back to the stores just because the blade is on backwards. So there are people out there that don't know exactly which way to put the blade on, and it gets shipped back to the store. So today we're going to be changing the blade. So the first thing you want to do is you do want to try to clean some of this out. So, you know, it's best to clean what you can off of it. Maybe wipe it down a little bit. And then we're going to show you what you're going to need to clean inside too. So I already have these broke loose. So we're basically going to take these two bolts off. I do believe these are 14 millimeter. Not sure. But this one came with a tool, so we're going to use it. So you're going to pull this whole piece here off, and you can see inside of here, we want to clean all this up. You don't want to leave all that gunk in there. And a lot of this, it gets dirty up in there, and they don't want to quit leaking oil. So, but that's not really a bad thing because you want all this to be oiled anyhow. So now we got our chain and our bar exposed here. There's a little pin in here that holds this back. Right here. Is it in that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and take this bar off. We'll set it over here to the side. And you can see all this stuff up in here. This is stuff you want to clean out too. You want to try to get what you can in there because you have a clutch right here which runs your chain. And what we do is clean this out, and maybe even later, make sure you're wearing glasses, take a little bit of air pressure and blow that out so it's good and clean. Okay, we got the blade off, and we're going to take the chain. Basically what we're doing is we're changing the chain, not the bar. And we'll have a look at this bar. And as you can see right here on the top, you're getting some wear. It's getting a little bit sharp in there. We're not going to mess with it in this video, but when these blades, when this bar kind of gets wore out, you can flip the bar over and put it on upside down. A little life out of it. Yeah, you get a little bit more life out of it. Until you can get yourself one, but you can actually take, like I said, a file over it a little bit and cut the sharp off, or flip it over. So you're not really going to get this bar on the wrong way. There's not a wrong way and a right way. But now when it comes to the chain, there is a wrong and a right way of putting the chain on. And once we get the new chain on here, I'll show you just to make sure you understand which way this chain goes on. Now your chain, when you get to your chain, you want to make sure you put your chain on right and don't kink it up, because I'm telling you, some of these could be a pain in the butt. We want our teeth, the sharp end of our teeth, on the top facing away from us. The sharp end facing away from us. So when you set it on, you're going to put it on just like that. You know, I remember one time I bought a table saw. And the table saw, I got it at like a place where they actually sold stuff that was returned. And it was pretty much a brand new table saw. And the only reason they sent it back was because the blade was on backwards. That's crazy, but that's the way it is. Some people just don't know that there's a right way and a wrong way to put a blade on. So we're going to go ahead and get the cover put on it. So now before you put your cover on, you want to loosen up this screw right here, and this will turn that adjuster in here that's going to go through the bar, and that's what's going to tighten our chain up. So we're going to loosen this guy up a little bit, and you can loosen it up until it actually goes through the bar. Okay, so now we got it on there. We'll just take the two screws and slide in here. Now, your chainsaw might not have this screw here. Your screw might be right here in the front. So, you know, it could be a screw right off the front of it. Now, we have other chainsaws. If you guys like this video and you want a video of the one with the screw going through the front, I'm sure we could do one for you. So we're just going to snug this up. We don't want to get it tight because we want to stretch the chain. We want to make sure the chain is tight on here. Okay, as you see, I didn't tighten them very tight. What we're going to do is we're going to watch the bottom of this chain, and as we turn this bolt in the side here, you should actually see the chain go up. Okay, so right now we're going to go ahead and get ready to tighten this up. So what we're going to do is we have a little block underneath here, this hammer. We're going to pick the back of the saw up. You can see there's a little bit of play in the saw. So we're going to pick it up so the bar is pushing up, because when you cut a piece of wood, you're going to be pushing up on this bar. And if it's not tight, if it's not up, it could make your chain loose. So we'll pick it up a little bit, not a lot. Then we're going to watch that chain go up into its slot. All right, so what we did, we slid the hammer up just a little bit, and the way Rick was taught to do this is when you lift this up, you should be able to stick a dime through here and not feel a lot of tension. You know what I mean? You're just going to pull up on it. And I think that's more than enough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make sure we hold up on the back of the saw and get this chain, the bar, tightened in there. All right, now you should be able to spin this by hand with no problem. And if you can't spin it by hand, make sure your lock is not on, and then just give it a nice little spin by hand. But make sure the teeth are facing that way, away from you on the top, towards you on the bottom. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll get a little close up here. This is your sharp edge, and you want that on the top facing away from you. Always facing away from you. All right, if you guys don't have one, you may want to pick yourself up a cover, because the cover will help protect that blade from cutting you or your seat on your four-wheeler or whatever. It's a good thing to have a nice cover for it. So that's how to properly install a chainsaw chain. I don't think it's a big deal. I think anybody can do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.